everyone, it's Anna with Jonestead Farm. It has been a while since I've done a video. I've been just extremely busy with all kinds of different things going on off the farm, on the farm, with my health, just different stuff. Today is September 30th. We are at the end of the growing season here. I think we get our first frost about mid-October. Today I'm headed up to pick some green beans. So we're at the end of the season. I have pretty much cleared out my raised beds. This one had cucumber in it. Got it all out. I grew some sweet potatoes in here. I think we got 4. And now we have a random one growing right here. But the beds are clean for wintertime. I don't know if I have enough time to do any fall crops at this point. That's all my rosemary did this year. Have no idea why. I put new soil in here, started from seed, beginning of summer, and that's as big as it got. The last couple of summers, these things have gotten huge. Not this year. That's all I got from the rosemary. This was some lemon basil that I grew because I wanted to steep tea. I wanted that lemony flavor that is talked about with the lemon basil, and when I steeped it, it tasted like licorice. And even like the little leaves that I picked off, it smells like licorice, and I don't like licorice. I don't know, maybe the seeds got mixed up, but it had lemon on the package. As you can see, these have gone to seed. I just let it go after I tasted it and realized I did not like the flavor. This is my other bed. This is a lone, I believe, cauliflower plant, but the summer, no, I'm seeing, it's being eaten on even now. And there's some eggs right there. Still have some nasturtium growing. Still got a few little blooms on those. This bed has been cleaned out. It had the mini pumpkins growing right here. It's all been cleaned out. I'm getting things ready to rest for the winter. Here is one of my green stalks. And it's got sweet potato growing in it as well. I'm just going to leave it and let it do its thing. But as you can see, this has been cleared out for winter as well. I'll just leave it here through the winter. It does okay, as long as we don't get huge winds that may knock this over. The wild and woolly end of September garden. I did not get my tomato plants staked this year. I just let them do their thing, and right now I have tomatoes all over the place. And here it is, September 30th. I still have some blooms going on these. As you can see right here, I have a couple of ripe ones right there. I just can't believe these tomatoes didn't do much of anything when I put them out. I was a little late getting the tomato plants out this year. That's because we got so much rain through May and June. It was just ridiculous. And my green beans are over here. They did not do very good this year. I had to replant them multiple times. Never ever have I had an issue with green beans until this year. But that's what I'm out here to do today, is to pick what I can of green beans to have a meal tonight. These are the dragon tongue beans, and they are lovely. They taste very much like the Blue Lake green beans that I grew up on. That's what my family planted every year, and we grew and canned. I mean, there's a few blooms still coming on. Here's some little baby green beans still growing, and they will most likely grow for me until we get a frost. They will lighten, lose a lot of that purple streak once you cook them. I cook them up with some chicken broth, onion, fresh cut onion. You can use onion powder too if you don't have any fresh onions. And sometimes I will put that good old bacon seasoning in there. Yeah, I'm picking with one hand, holding the camera with the other. And for those that may not realize, talked about it a couple of times. I think I need to go into more detail about the car accident I was in, so that hopefully somebody out there that may be in the same position as me physically can have a little more encouragement to get out and do some things like this. But I'll show you. I have to lean my elbow on my knee as I bend over because my knees don't bend. I do not have full range of motion in either one of my knees because of that head-on collision. Can't use that bean. That one's just all messed up. I'm going to throw it out. So I have to lean over like this. And chairs in the garden for me are great. I've had some friends and family tell me I need to talk more about that than what I do, to show how I'm out here doing some of the things that I do when I have limited mobility. So I will try that next season. It's almost all purple. Such pretty beans. Here's my pepper plants. These were orange bell peppers, and look how tiny. I mean, they did not grow very large at all this year. There's a lot of them on there, which you can top your peppers, and I did that early on, but they're just tiny. They're tiny little things. Here's some that's got some, they're a little bit bigger, but not by much. Not by much. Oh, we got some good red ones over here. Let's see. This one looks nice, I do believe. Still small though. Just small. Don't know why. Oh, here's a nice one. Nice, 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 nice. Beautiful. What else we got here? Here's one. Your pepper plants will get heavy, and you can stake up your pepper plants as well. I just didn't do that this year. Alright, got my bucket filled with green beans, a tomato, and some red peppers, and I'm going to take this in the house. Well, down here is our pumpkin patch. We've already done the pumpkin festival this year. It was September the 20th, where we go and we sell our pumpkins as a vendor. And we still have some growing down here. I've got some marigolds growing along with the pumpkins. But that season's almost over too. These that are left, we will probably just, give those to friends and family. Okay. These are cute little pumpkins. They're called Blaze. Some people call them the candy corn pumpkins. This actually came from a volunteer pumpkin plant that grew beside our house. Here's some of the, let me get my shadow out of there. Here's one of the bigger white ones. Right here, I think they were polar bear. We had some that were bigger, your typical jack-o'-lantern size. And then we had, let me get this off there, these that are just cute. These are like the little minis. I just picked some of these. Still have a few of these growing. Here's another one of the Blaze or candy corn. We grew, let me pull it up. These are called patty pans. And people love these. Now this is a squash and edible, but people love these. So I was so surprised. And we also grew these are called black bear pumpkins. And they're very cute. Get up here better. And they're a very, very dark green. When they are on the vine, I'm trying to find one that's got the little spot on it. But some people were saying that these were spray painted. And I had to keep telling them, no, I did not spray paint those little pumpkins. They grow like that. They're just a very dark green. I believe the name of these are called black bear. We had a lot of those. They were very prolific. This popped up in one of the miniature vines, and I don't know what these are. There was only like 2 or 3 of them that grew like that. So I don't know what, maybe it was a parent plant, just popped off some on the same vine as the little miniature ones. The Cinderella pumpkin, as they call them. I had one of these. I think a friend wants this one. And that's all that we really have left that was growing. We've got a few still in the pumpkin patch over there that I'll pull. I've got a great big white one that I'm going to decorate for the house. But anyway, guys, we are closing out September, trying to get the gardens ready for their winter rest. And if more goes on, I'll make another video. So please subscribe and hit that notification bell, and I'll see you next time on Jonesstead Farm.